Howdy y'all, this is Stone Hook in Orange, Texas. I've been through the ringer today at work, but I'm working my way up the food chain through that box of rock stock Einstein sent me. I got this piece of coal shocking. I looked this up, it comes from up there in Ohio, I can see it. But this is a nice rock. I'm gonna try to make this corner notch out of it. Not sure which way I'm gonna orient it yet. Could go either way. But I also see what looks like it might be a crack. The wheel all the way over there. I see it on the edge. I also see a white line there like it might be healed up. That's what I'm hoping for. I can see it on this side too. So if that's the case, if it does give out, I don't know that I'll be able to get the kirk out of it. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start out with an 1 1/4 bopper, I believe. That's some of that concretey looking stuff right there too. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that corner a little bit. Yeah, that's concretey. So if that's concretey, I'll probably wind up making this the tip. I see that crack. It looks kind of like it might be healed enough to hold. Ooh, there went a piece of that crack. Well, that wasn't the same crack. That's a different crack. It looked like it might continue on over into there, so I'm gonna just keep working on this corner a minute. Little booger in there. Hard to say about them cracks. It kind of look like they're going to hold what's left of them. Well, that's pretty tough stuff, that old granny stuff right there. Shoot. back in the crack. I think though if I get that little bit worked off or I get that booger out of it, it's gonna be all right. Darn it, just crumbling it. I'm worried about this tip sticking up there like I can do something with it, but I can't do nothing with that. Gonna try to throw one more little crack at me right there, look like. Ooh, man. I think that was just a feature in the rock. I'm gonna go down to a 1-inch bopper, freehand this thing from here on out. That's another booger. I think I got rid of that last one. Oh man, the booger got me. Well, in that case, I got this piece of hornstone. Still can't quite fit. Well, it fits on this side. That don't mean much, I don't think. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. I'm gonna use this 1-inch bopper now anyway, a little more tip speed, try to knock all the cortex back off of there out of the way. That ain't very pretty, but at least it ain't got all that cortex on it. Still got more than I would like to have, kind of, but more work with it. We'll just find this is where that crack was a while ago. Kind of get me started. Well, I got a working edge around it. Sort of. It's not really a working edge because it's too steep some places, like right there. But on the pattern, I mean, I guess it could be gotten out of this slab now still, because there's a little less past the tip and a little bit past the base right there. But if you draw it on there, you can see how much room. It's a lot of extra rock. Okay, I'm gonna call that a preform. I'm gonna come back and set up them edges with the indirect and try to skin this thing with indirect. I still have, I mean, if I just didn't make a mistake, I still have just enough room to make this out of this rock, I reckon. But you can see still how much extra rock I have to work with, so that's good. I need some rock to set up platform to get flakes across this thing. At least halfway. That flake's got to go halfway. I got the old indirect hooked up, and I'm gonna show you where I got this template from. This here is the Overstreet book on page 415. That bad boy right there. I kind of got my notches a little different. That's what them black lines for to represent. I ain't more angle there, notches there. But I have this one here is made of hornstone. And I have a feeling these dudes here was heat treated by that point in time. But I don't know that for sure. But this part I really want to get to tonight, really some indirect, and I don't do much, what you call it? I forgot the word all of a sudden. Opportunity flaking. Yeah, I don't do too much of that. I like to set up edges and platforms to dry specific flakes. And I will take an opportunity every now and then, like that spot right there. I mean, that's an opportunity to kind of get rid of that close to the edge. And I didn't get nothing. I wasted that opportunity. I believe I'm gonna just kind of bevel it to this side. I'm pretty, I don't know, a lot of times I work one side at a time. Sometimes I don't, but I think I am on this one. I'm gonna just bevel everything to this side a little bit real quick. Now I got a pretty good bevel all the way down this side. Then this side, this is the shortest flakes, so that's not much of a radius. Convex contours. I'm gonna come on this side first, just take some opportunity. But they're not really opportunity because I set them up, but I'm gonna just take the best spots like that. Low spot right there. And we'll move down to here. Spread them out a little bit like that. If you stack them too close together, if I got one too close to that, it would break off just like that one did. So now I'm gonna come back and just catch any low spots I got right here to try to tie in with them flakes right there. That didn't go as far as I wanted it to. I think I'm gonna have to make sure these platforms are strong. take a little short flake. Well, move my platform more right there. I'll take a little short flake right here too. Man. Now I'm gonna put some good pressure against this stick and try to drive this flake over and clean up that mess. That did a little better than I thought it was, kinda. See, I would like every flake to do that right there. Just go a little past center line, and if it breaks off, I can clean it up on this side. Well, I didn't get wide enough to drive to clean it up. And I'm gonna take a short flake and move my next platform over to right there. This thing don't like to give me a short flake. Take 2 short flakes. I'm gonna grind it, make sure it's strong pieces. You can tell this stuff likes a little stronger platform. Right here, I'm gonna take a little bitty flake. Probably just do it with the braider. Just get rid of any lip right there best I can before I try to drive that little flake right there. And I need a flake right there. Darn it, there went something. That's my braider. I set it on a bopper and it rolled off on the bopper. I don't know what's going. I mean, I'm gonna have to spread these things out more because see how they want to turn back into the last flake and stuff like that. That's because I'm getting too close together and trying too hard. I didn't get nothing on that one. Oh, I did it again. Still got a lot of thickness right there on this tip I need to work off, so I'm gonna go ahead and thin this tip on out a little better. Right now it's thin in the middle. I'm gonna take a little flake, just move my platform over a little bit right there. I ain't getting nothing. if I didn't do that again. I ain't looking when I set it over. I just reach over and set it down. I have just the bopper rolled off, not my stone. I'm gonna move that other bopper. Well, hopefully I'll quit doing that. I'm kind of out of whack. I'm turning my chair around in front of the camera instead of moving the camera around in front of my chair. Just got to lose a little bit of that tip. It's too far over to that one side. I really need to take me a couple flakes right here off this side, because my edge is just getting too far close to this side to be able to get that. I got one more little high spot right there I need to get. The other way I'm keeping these flakes, if I laid this thing down flat, those flakes would sense all this mass and want to kind of turn backwards. But if I pick the back end upwards, I'm kind of forcing that flake to stay down this way. Same thing here, I'm picking this back end up some to kind of force that flake to stay right down that little ridge. If I lay this down flat, it won't curve backwards, better than Dallas. That's all I can do. I really still got a little bit. I don't know. That's all I'll do. Tip for now though. Right there on that side, I think. Get back over here. See, that give me more access to get that little high spot now. That's what I was doing that for anyway, just get that high spot right there. Well, that stone flakes good once you kind of get used to it. It's a little different than a lot of rock I've been napping lately, but I like it. Hey, gum, if I could just keep this up. Yeah, I'm gonna just say that's all good contour now. Heck, I'm gonna get off that and get back down here on this end. I don't know, that flake kind of want to go backward too, but I can clean that up, I'm sure. I'm over stressing out over it, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little short flake right there, get rid of that big old lip. Yeah, that'll be a good platform right there. That didn't go as far as I wanted it to. I'm gonna go ahead and catch it from this side. I think before I hit this, I almost wanted to dive right there, so I'm gonna try to take the flake right there first and give this a little better place to land. And take short flake. Then we'll take a big flake. That didn't go as far as I wanted it to, but that's why I like to work both sides. Now it's coming back right there. I got a good strong platform. No reason that ought not to clean up. Still got one little island out there, saw cut marks. And it's still there. I could have drove that a little better. I don't know why I'm reaching so far over there to set my abrader down. I like to set it off the back side of the board that time. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bevel this base a little bit more and get some up from the base. It's really important to take good basal thinning flakes somewhere along in this process. I'm bad about not doing it, just working from the sides and wound up with a thick base. I got that side biface. There's a couple of things I'd like to clean up, but I don't want to get too carried away. All these here ain't really bevel flakes, but they ain't long flakes either. All I'm doing is just trying to hit some of them little ridges and get little short flakes up to just smooth out that edge. This little area right here. Keep my finger there a lot of time too, so that flake won't try to travel and break off or nothing. It's just creating a nice convexity there. These are just little bitty baby flakes kind of setting up a bevel with after you seat the tool on, probably. Yeah, it just kind of cleaned up that edge and made it hard to show. just gives it a good clean convexity. It left all them bold flake scars somewhat. Some of them coming up in there. That's what I would like to learn to avoid and all, but there's really no way to, don't really matter. Always trying to be perfect or something when it don't really need to be that perfect. Crumbling. I wasn't looking. That's why I like to look at every flake normally. Make sure it ain't crumbling or stack it up across that edge or something like you don't want. I did the same thing this side, but I got a little bit more bevel on this side than I got over here. Well, which is okay, I think, 'cause I mean, I need a bevel, but I still got some lip, some real thin edge right there, so. Little edge right there I don't like. I'm gonna just take the braider down, brush down, and kind of just lightly, just get rid of what little bitty tiny lips is left along that edge, because I don't like lips at all. But I don't want to do so much. I'm just shearing that edge over much at all. Slightly brush it back that way, then come back and I'll brush it heavier back down this way. This is what really matters. This is the side your flake's gonna travel on. That right there, that's a flat concavity spot that flake ain't gonna run on that. So brushing down on it gets rid of all any of the weak edges there and kind of shows you them spots. I could probably drive a flake right there and right there and there, but I can't really drive a flake. Those are just concavities. This side's a lot better than this side is, because them flakes just kind of rolled out right there. Still really thick right there. But I mean, these rolled out flakes is the one that got me a concavity. So I'm gonna just take little short flakes right through that area. have good convexity back here either, so I'm gonna take a few right here. It probably would hurt to take a few right through there on this side too, because them's kind of, I don't know if it's too thin, too flat right to the edge. Now I got good convexity built along that edge. This edge too. Don't take much, but it got to have some kind of convexity. Hard to show that. The way them lip flakes though, that flake would have tried to go straight in and it would break off. It just can't go straight through the rock. It's got to have a little bit of convexity to start it up at a little bit of an angle to make a convex surface. Now I'm gonna just brush back on that right there and kind of reestablish my bevel with the grinding stone, just real lightly though. Just enough to get below center line. See, that's about below center line now, or right. I mean, it's right at center line almost, there below. If I sit there and went whack, 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 and hit this thing and I had flakes flying everywhere, I'd have me a bevel look like a loft flake bevel right there. And a real stiff edge, way below center line. Yeah, it's just almost center line, but it's just a hair below it. Same thing over here. I'm gonna just brush down, reestablish my bevel a little bit. I keep forgetting I've already flaked that tip, and there I am still grinding on it. Just brushing down this way though, it gets rid of any little lips that you got along that edge right there. That are just weak and pointed in the wrong direction. Okay, I'm back. I am right at the width of this template practically. I'm gonna have a 1/64 of an inch on each side. The length is just so close, I ain't gonna be able to keep it, but I'll get close, I think. Hopefully. I'm gonna flake this side now. I got my bevel. Unground it good, but I'm gonna grind again just a little bit so I see that edge right there. I'm gonna take a good flake right there first. Then take this little short flake, move that platform over, another little short flake. Now I get a little short flake right there on that side of that above cushion. And before I take this flake or that flake, I'm gonna go ahead and take one from that side and try to clean up where that one landed. I heard a hoot owl out there. Well, last night they went to cutting up, must have been 4 of them, and they just sound like a bunch of monkeys in a dadgum banana tree. Ooh, I didn't get nothing. And the short flake right on both sides of that bubble cushion. I'm going to take a big flake right here. And we'll take a little flake on each side of that bubble cushion right there. There's a little old small coon just relentless in here looking for cat food. Cat run it off every now and then, but the little coon is just, I think all the coons around here, we're in a drought. They must be pretty hungry. I put bird seed out on the driveway and the squirrels line up, more squirrels out there than birds. Getting little bird seed off the driveway. I would have liked that flake to be a little bit bigger. I'm talking about birds. Instead of flint napping. I'm gonna get back on flint napping. I'm gonna try to get a big flake kind of tie in with that one right there. I think I need to move over to right there though to take that flake. So I'm gonna take a short flake right here. And one more. And a little bitty one. Now I got the platform over there. What that does though, it takes all that meat where there would be a big old delta left right there in between them flakes. It just kind of smooths it out in between the flakes. I felt that just didn't get nothing. It all broke off. So now, I'm gonna have to really go up out here and get that flake. I need a big wide flake to clean that up. I felt that I didn't get it. I mean, I just got a little bitty baby flake. I don't know what's going on here. I done. And see what I can do from this slide. No problem from that side. There must just not be quite enough bevel right here. I'm gonna go ahead and start back down here and work my way back to this spot. I just almost knew that was gonna do that. See, I already flaked that down there and I just made to do it. Got a burr sticking up right there on the tip. Them just didn't go quite as far as I wanted them to. I don't know what to do about that thing. I ain't got a good access to it from either side. They're both pretty thin, weak edges right there. Well, I need a strong flake from right there to get under that. My only shot. Drove that one in a little deeper than I wanted to. And didn't go nowhere. That one didn't either. Need to hit that thing getting a groove over in it right there. Let's see. So you hit that right there. Turn it. That was too thin of an edge right there where I kind of hit off to the left side of where I actually needed to hit. That's bad when you mess with indirect. That might just be part of the point, you know. I better pressure flake this thing from here because I just ain't too steady on this little finishing up here with this stick. Look at there, a little this chunk broke off out of the edge. Oh, man. I think I had a little extra rock right through there anyway. Get that bad spot too. gonna have to come from the base to get some of that. I got that little broken flake kind of out, but it's still kind of rough looking right there. I'm gonna just get what I can from the base. I think this template. Yeah, I've done kind of missed the template a little bit. Anyway, I can look at that base. I'm gonna try to come right down the middle, because this thing kind of got a little bit of a concave base. They can be straight, I think, some of them straight. You can quite make it. I don't know if it's worth trying from this side, because that edge is too close to this side to really ever get that flake across there, I think. I'm gonna leave all that there. And I'm gonna just press flake it. I'll be back.